This pack is incredible. Like, usually you don't see a Crimson Vow pack that's this stacked. Celebrants is like the fifth best card, and that's a good card. So let's start ordering them. Probably technically Path of Peril is the most powerful card in this pack. Parasite Grass, then Statue, then Lantern Bearer, I think is my pick order. Foreboding Statue is just a really nice pick one. I don't think I'm starting off with this Path of Peril though. Like, call me crazy, but I don't like the colors that's in. I don't think it's usually an overperformer. So I'm gonna take the Grasp. I think Grasp is just a solid mono black card to start off on. And removal really is premium in this format. And oh my god. So we've got another pretty stacked pack. Maybe I've just been in the most low-powered drafts recently, but it's like Christmas over here. So obviously Bleed Dry is our pick. It's the most powerful card in the pack. Sometimes Biolume is more powerful, but I'm going with the sure amazing card rather than the synergistic powerhouse card. So we'll go Bleed Dry. It matches Parasite Grass. We're definitely playing black. Circle is quite good. I think I'd probably pick Egg over its. Mariner is quite good. This is my top green common. If it starts wheeling, I start being like, hey, maybe I'm in green. But yeah, I don't think anything comes close to Bleed Dry, especially not after we pick one Parasite Grasp. Well, Bloodcraze Socialite is good. It's a good 4-drop. Puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. It's hard to block. This is a very nice card. Skullscob is easily the best card in the pack by a long shot, though, and I don't think I'm doing myself a disservice by taking it early and saying, hey, I'm going to speculate on the blue-black lane here. I like blue-black a lot. Well, okay, Courier Bat isn't exactly where I want to be. Bloodpell Celebrant is a pretty decent red 2-drop. Taxidermist is a great green 2-drop because of how well it plays with Mariner. The blue isn't anything I want to go for, so yeah, I'm gonna take this Taxidermist as the best card in the pack. Now there's a Socialite, but there's also a Visionary. Visionary's easily the best, but I kind of am not sure that like, it's a premium 2-drop. It's very good. It's a signal on pick 5, so I really should take it. I just feel like I might be letting my black slip away from me here, and I definitely can't have that happen. Like I've talked about before, Crimson Vow is I call them feast and famine formats. Feast if there's tons of playables everywhere and you always pick more than 23 cards. And famine if you're scrounging for playables all the time. Well, there's a Wolf Strike now. There's an Impulse. These are probably the two cards I'm looking at. Wolf Strike is better. Impulse is quite good. I like red-black a lot more than green-black, but I don't know, that sets up nicely with Taxidermist. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it just because I don't think you want more than one Impulse, and I think there's a chance that could happen. Okay, wow. So a lot to talk about in this pack. The green cards stand out completely. Weaver is a pretty nice pickup from our position. Dormant Grove is infinitely better than Weaver. So if that kind of gives an idea of like just how crazy it is to see this card in pick 7, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I would like a Weaver, but I feel like one might wheel now. All right, so these are both like okay playables, but I feel like I'm in green now. Feel like I'm definitely in green. Which means I'm not in blue-black, so I don't have to really consider this Binding Geist. Innocent Traveler, I think, is decent. I think this is a pretty decent card. It's just not crazy. I'd rather have the green social, or I'd rather have the Socialites, honestly, than the Innocent Traveler. Usually. Okay, so now this is a Sporeback Wolf. There's nothing else that's even remotely playable, so we're in green. I think this is the pack that Mariner was in, so I feel like there's a good chance Mariner could have wheeled. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not there, but it's there. Yeah, so we read good signals, and now we're in. This Voltaic Visionary might have just been in a heavy red pack. But if I pick up, like, in a Braid this next pack, I could consider going into red here and green-red. I love the green-red archetype. I think it's very good just because of how much pressure it can apply and how long it can apply that pressure. That's definitely one of the reasons that fast mana on 2 is as good as it is. Because really, this card's usually more about the fast mana than it is about the 4/4 for 2 thing. But it all counts. It's all good. Nothing I really want to play here. These are all bad. I guess, which am I more likely to play if I play them? I don't know. I guess combatants. All the green came around. Rural Recruit ends up not being that good in this format. It's a 2-for-1, but it doesn't block well. You need your 4-drops to block well. I'm going to go with the Massive Might. And just cut the green card. Let people know it's taken. I don't think a single other person is on green in this at all in this what do you call it? This pod. Ooh. So Ancient Lumberknot I think is not that great. I think it does quite a bit of work. And I want to be green-black from this position, but I think Brambleworm is just considerably better here. I stay completely open. This is a game-winning card. Ancient Lumberknot is... he's usually a very weird card to play. Enables some nutty draws, but overall just a lot worse than he looks. Let's see. Nothing. The best cards are like is green, so easy. Oh yeah. Also, on January 6th they're gonna be starting. They're gonna be starting. What do you call it? The Arena Cube. So people have 2 or 3 days. I think 3 days to practice before the decathlon finals. One of my viewers requested that I do a guide or a primer or tips video to kind of explain how people should be approaching the cube. So I've been preparing for it a lot. So I think after I can show an arena of that cube, a run of it, I'll release my tips along with it. So you'll have like 2 days before the decathlon finals. Anyways, Mariner is quite good. Another Parasitic Grasp is great. I'll take the Grasp. We cut black pretty well that last pack. Black's bad, green's bad. I'm gonna take the synergistic pick, and we might actually end up in green-red here. I don't think it's even a bad place to be. So far, we've got not a lot of everything, but we will. So black not that good. Red is better. Spore Crawler is decent. The Epicure might just be so good, but I mean, I don't really feel like I should deviate from this green path at the moment. I'll just take this 3-2, whatever. Now I'll take the Infestation Expert. I'll make this Runebound Wolf better if we... okay. Okay. I mean, pick 6 Flame Blast Bolt. Let's go. Now I've got a great black-green lane and a great red-green lane. I don't even mind mono-green in this format. And then just splash for your removal. Well, not splash. It'll be your second color, but it'll just not be a very deep second color. So yeah. Let's just take that card. And we'll let the other people decide which direction I go here. Now let's look at our 2-drop situation. I mean, no matter which way we go, it's looking okay. I don't usually like Ceremonial Knife in my green decks, but I don't think Slinger is that good. It's okay. I might just take this. You get Blood Fountain sometimes, and it's okay. It just usually trades down. But sometimes you get that value. But yeah, so January 6th and 7th, be on the lookout for my video where I do an Arena Cube, talk about how you want to be approaching it, good stuff like that. Weaver is great. We've got a Brambleworms, so we're definitely in the mood for fast mana. Hopefully we wheel that other Mariner. I think we will. That's a pick 8 Weaver. I don't think anyone else is on green at this table. It didn't. Well, now I'll take Lumberknot. Like, there's no reason not to. I'm getting a little tired of these Spore Crawlers. They're okay. But I'll just take this. It can make, like, a couple of these cards better. A little bit. Oh, it was actually this pack. Okay, so yeah, no one else is on green. Fantastic. Now I'll just cut green. I'll play Witch's Web. This card is like my mortal enemy. I got blown out by it so many times. Okay, and so we had a Jund lane, either black-green or red-green, and this is gonna probably seal it. We're not even giving up that much just to have a shot at playing this insane card. I haven't had a chance in this format, but it's very good. It's very good. It's quite hard to get off of my position of triple black removal, like triple premium. But a Wolf, a Flame Blessed Bolt, a Voltaic Visionary, I think that's enough to get me off my green-black high-rise here. And we should wheel either a Weaver or a Ridge Wolf. So this is going to be quite a treat of a draft. Okay. I'm going to take this Epicure. Again, there's nothing else for us. I don't think I've talked about Cloak Cadet ever before on my channel. It's just too little, too late. It can run away with the game if no one has, like, really seized control. But it attacks in as a 3/5. Trade doesn't even trade with a lot of 5 drops or 6 drops in the format that you see often. It just... not high impact at all. Training is just... the creatures are really underpowered for in this set. Well, we're seeing some pretty weak packs here. And we can pretty much confirm that these packs are just weak. Because our... we're the only green player at the table. I don't think there's any doubt of that, really. So now we could go Impulse, or we could go Guest. That plays a bit better with Lumbernauts. I'm going to go with Reckless Impulse. It's just good. I had a question the other day about why is this card good? Like, a lot of people go crazy over it. It's just a very above average draw spell. Like, whenever you have a 2-mana divination, this card is amazing. Of course, there are some downsides. Like, if it's played at the right time, you might not be able to play them. So you don't want to use it as like an early game draw, whereas divination is on usually like an on curve play. But a lot of times you'll be on turn 4, you'll play this, you'll get your land drop, and you'll play a 2-drop, and it's just fantastic there. Now, this is an easy child of the pack. I didn't talk about this because that's a very clear slam dunk. Child of the pack is a very good card. You get to play nothing on your turn, make a creature, and control day and night that way. Ridge Wolf is going to be excellent in this deck. We're just straight up werewolves, and we're getting every child and every Ridge Wolf because we're the only we're the only green deck at the table. I'll play all the Mariners. I'll play all the Mariners and all the children. All the childs? All the children? We'll take the gems now because that's optimal. Oh boy. So, I've got a lot of upper end going on here. I think I'm in the mood for a, let's see. We've got a lot of 2-drops and most of them are creatures. So yeah, I'm just on this fast mana life. Because we've got a lot of top end going on here. And yeah, this deck is certifiably insane. Maybe missing an Abrade. But I feel a lot comfier with it than I do in green-black. Even if that green-black deck has a lot of removal. Take the Crushing Canopy, because it's technically correct. Again, I'm not a fan of it in the main. Particularly because green-red is such a good deck in the format. And it tends to miss there. Okay, so let's see. What am I looking like I'm going to cut here? 6 non-creatures. Oh, this deck is so perfect. Let's get rid of a Spore Crawler. Could just be a wolf here. They're not that good. They play well with the Dormant Grove, though. So... Alright, so... yeah, we built our deck as we went, and... I mean, whenever you just spot the open color like that, and you get in a good spot for it, you have the luxury of going, well, I want these two pairs with it. But typically there isn't such a case where I'm the literal only green drafter at the table. Okay, not the best this deck can do, but it's playable. I'll keep it. This deck has a lot of mid-game power to it, so I'm not even worried. I'm not going to play this Reckless Impulse here. They can counter Spore Crawler, it's fine. Okay, they got a bolt. It's perfectly reasonable. We're going to be in a little trouble if they just pass the turn. Okay. Not even worried. Would you even believe it if it told you that we only have 6 non-creature spells in this deck? Okay. Well, I'm just jamming here. Okay, opponent's like, yeah. They say, okay, Witch's Web, I get it. Whatever. To me, it seems like they're gonna have, like, a Chill of the Grave, and they're gonna have that card. Card's pretty good. Luckily, we're gonna be able to kill that now. And I have to kill it now. There's no other way here. I choose to take. That makes sense. Now, I could get greedy and Reckless Impulse and just lose on the following turn. But, I don't think we want to play the game that way. We're going to just play some nice, smooth, clean games of Magic. Opponent wants to play against me at the mid-range phase here. Totally good with that. Okay, it's not even bad. Kind of giving away that I have Massive Might here, though, so that's some bad click. So I think I want to Impulse here. Hit land drops. They're kind of saying I've got something here. I'm going to go ahead and Impulse first. See what I get. Wow. And I think I'm just going to play Taxidermist. I don't think that was a good attack in simply because they have Cobbled Lancer mana up. Now we got to see if they have the card. The Kraken. Uh-huh. Great. Fantastic. I mean, they main phased it. I'm not sure what's up with that. But, sure gives me a better time here. I just go... I mean, I don't think it matters which one I pump here. It might have, but, yeah. Not sure what was up with that, but I definitely was going to attack in that turn to try and force it before blocks. So yeah, that is why Taxidermist is, well, it didn't do a whole lot there, but as you can see, the power in green is in the 4-drops. And somehow we drew all of our non-creature spells, so like, yeah. Alright. Where are my 2-drops? Do I not have any? I have 2-drops, right? I've got like 5 or 6. I've even got 1-drop in here. I mean, this is a mole if I don't have this Flame Blessed Bolt, but like I said, we play very well at the mid game, and this is a totally acceptable place here. Not really what I needed here. Hopefully they just play like a Blood Tithe Harvester and I can just not have to worry for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill that. That's gonna cause me some headaches later on. Do need to draw something here. Hopefully my opponent doesn't... Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I really don't hate having a Sporeback Wolf here. So they missed their land drop. Yeah, go ahead and use your trick. They don't develop on board, and I have bigger creatures now. This is a good time to force them to use it. Like, what does that do? Not a whole lot. That's what I like my opponent's plays to do. Not a whole lot. So red-white, Child is best played after you dump your hand. So we're just going to play a Mariner here. And opponent has 2 action cards. We knew that because they missed their land drop. Militia Rallier, so opponent's saying I'm all out of tricks. And that's where we like them. Now we're stabilizing here. Let's go ahead and attack in. Because if my opponent trades both their creatures for this, I'm very happy. Luckily, they couldn't apply too much pressure. But this deck is pretty sweet, not even gonna lie. Yeah, can't attack alone. So, and they don't want to discard. This is why I hated Sanguine Statuette. Because it felt like a lot of the times, it felt like there was a lot of times where I didn't want to discard the cards in my hand and I couldn't apply pressure when I needed to. Even in decks where it's good. Like, it might even be actively okay in their deck, but it's never going to be good. So, now I Dormant Grove up. And I think I start making the Infestation Expert bigger. Get that out of pump range. Now, if I attack in, they can discard their last action card. And I get one of their creatures. Nah, I think we're going to get a lot more value out of it than that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so... They opted not to discard last turn. But, yeah, I just don't think there's any reason to give this away so easily. There's a Brambleworm OP. Good luck. Okay, Markov Waltzer is a very good card. Well, I think we're just going to, yeah, we're just gonna send the team in. 6, 9. Yeah, that's it's lethal. Okay. So it was a sketchy hand, but red-green is the master of mid-range in this format, so I would not have kept that hand if I didn't have some early play. But that's why Flame Blessed Bolt is super good. So any predictions in the chat? Any believers? I've now caught like 3 streamers that call their chat believers whenever they think the deck's gonna go good. So I guess it's a known meme. So I guess I'm gonna start doing it now too. Okay, so we got paired down to gold, but remember, this is the best gold player ever. Our ELO is just too high. So, alright. I think I want to go Ridge Wolf. Well, Sporeback Wolf usually attacks better into 2 drops. Ridge Wolf just clocks a lot better. But this is a definite keeper. This is a bit more of what I was expecting my hands to look like. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Hopefully I just draw a Taxidermist and don't have to worry about good sequencing. Okay. Oh, and opponent's on green-white. And they've just got nothing but fat. Oh my god. I mean, it's a fierce retribution, right? How do I lose this? This is a Wrath. This is totally a Wrath, right? I'm going to launch a Sporeback Wolf here to keep up the pressure, but I'm not playing out anything else, because this is a buy invitation only. Spro deck. Self-declared or a believer. Yes, I love it. I love it. We've got our thing. In for a 7-0 on this deck? I think so too. I think so too. This deck is certifiably nuts, and my opponent, I think, they had to mull, and they're not good colors, with some not good cards in hand. So our opponent got non-gamed, but they probably couldn't take a mulligan. And we sped up the clock with just way too much there. But yeah, if there are any Aura believers in the chat, then make sure to hit that follow, because I do this like all weeknights. Just drafting. I'm a limited player at heart. Gonna start branching out to that arena cube in a couple of days, because I have to for the decathlon, but it's limited, so it counts. Let's see. I mean, I think this is a keep. I got early drop. I've got a bomb. I just need a forest. It's greedy, but I'm going to keep this. And I honestly think that a lot of limited players, like in Constructed, I think there's a lot of case of players don't mull when they need to. But in Limited, I think there's a lot of cases where players mull too much. So now I'm starting to get in a little... there we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. See, the game's just easy. You just draw what you need when you need it. Still, the hand's very awkward, but... Runo. Okay, so... They don't block. Okay, so we got in the free damage. I couldn't represent that damage with the Weaver. But I'm definitely just going to Weaver here. If they manage to flip this the first go, like, this thing never flips. There's not that many good 6-drops in the format. But the one 6-drop that you care about at the common level is in green, so I think opponent's trying to combo off here. Okay, they're going Parasitic Grasp. Okay. They're going to hit in. Spicy. Hopefully I just draw land, make this really easy. I don't. So let's just drop a child here. I could be in trouble this game, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna be in trouble, but I could be. Just keep on racing. I just need a land. I was worried about not hitting my greenie boys, but now I just want a 5th land. Both starting to get some stuff together here. Now Arsonist isn't even that good. I mean, honestly, it's still pretty good, even if I get to trade it for like a farmer plus a snarling wolf. I just have all these tricks to do stuff with. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. This is a good time to play it. Just get to shoot the snarling wolf, swing in with the boys, be up on tempo. I activated his trap card, but if he has Undying Malice, this is gonna be a pretty annoying turn. So I guess he was trying to trade with it there. That's a tough hit. Let's see. 5 down to 7. Plus 3 down to 4. I'm down 2. I'm missing 2 here. I'm gonna main phase this now. I don't want any tricks going on. And I'm holding up Witch's Web, so... This was a game I was not expecting to have a tough time with, but... I think we're very much so in the driver's seat right now. Courier Bat, okay. Can kill that. Okay, so that's game. That's game. We'll let them attack me for 1. Okay. 5, 8, or yeah, I have to do it on this one. Okay, weird deck the opponent was running. Lots of removal though, and we missed on some pretty pristine Arsonist turns, but I mean our mana dork got killed. Opponent did what they need to do against us. One of the things about green in this format that I think is like the cornerstone of its characteristics is that it plays well when the opponent doesn't have removal, and it kind of fizzles at points when they do. That's unkeepable. I should probably examine what the auto lands did, because I guess I didn't think about it. But I do have pretty heavy red commitments, so down the middle is probably correct. Yeah, let's do this. Volatile Arsonist is so far off, but come on, it's so good. Witch's Web is probably just gonna be the one that gets the boot this game. Lands are good. Did Arena just do the thing against me? That's the other thing that ticks me off. That ticks me off so much that it's that Arena starts up so slowly. That things like this can happen. Child of the Pack isn't bad, but I just feel like I'm not racing this anymore. I'm behind an entire turn. Could have been bluffing attacks. They're free attacks. It's pretty brave of them. So I want to double spell this turn. So let's go ahead and attack like this. Let's see, is it... Yeah, the stream is up. Okay. RIP Arena. RIP me. I mean, it seems like a chill that they're trying to represent here. I'm gonna go ahead and pump this. Like, do something about it or don't. Whatever. Ho ho! We've got a shot, boys. I am really surprised they let this flip. They were up tempo and everything. They had a good block on it. Like, I don't actually know why they let that flip. Maybe it's because they were concerned about the free value I was going to get. Looks like a Gift of Fangs. They get a good target there. Now I get to Arsonist attack in. I mean, I'm still losing. Okay, maybe I'm not still losing. I'm still in a scary place. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't think I'm doing much other than attacking, eating. I do not need to do much on this board, honestly. So we're definitely attacking in with that. They have a good block there, good block there. Yeah, this is the only good attack, but it's a great one. They go like that. I don't want this egg doing anything. Creature did what it was supposed to. Now we just pass the turn. So where are the believers in the chat? The or believers. Because, yeah, let's go ahead and just kill that now. Mark Rosewater tries to fix a game against me. Tries to make my game freeze while I've got a fire hand with a fire top deck. I mean, our bomb got us back in that deck, but... or back in that game, but our opponent got to play a free time walk for 0 mana and no cards from outside the game, so... no sympathy. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is unbeatable. Clearly. But, let's get those peepo hands going. Whatever we need to. Because, it's hype. This is hype. Okay. we're now paired up against the best silver player in the game. My MMR is so high that no one else can touch it. Except this guy in silver, because he's undefeated. So. Okay, that makes Visionary awkward, but it gives us good time to shock ourselves, see what we get. Not playing anything next turn. And they're blue-black, so chances are they're not aggressive. That's an aggressive card, though. Okay. I don't like using it here, but now I like it. I changed my mind. That was a very good use. Voltaic Visionary is a type of card that, like, I acknowledge that it's very good. I just really, it makes me so nervous to use it because, like, giving my opponent free shock so I can have a chance at a free card. I know it's very good odds for me, but okay, opponent's gaining their life here. Makes sense. I mean, this Desperate Farmer is going to cause problems for me. I mean, and we're actually very safe doing that just because we have this Taxidermist. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack in here. Makes me think they have like a Diver Scob here. We might not be beating a Diver Scob. I'm definitely just killing off this Epicure. Let's see. Opponent chooses not to do anything. I'm just attacking with this Volt Charged boy. One for one's good. 2 for 2's. 2 for 1's good. That's excellent. This looks like it's getting countered, but it's not, so. This was about the one thing that was really giving us a nasty time here. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice off the Taxidermist. I can Reckless Impulse next turn, or I can just continue if I draw a land. Greedy? Yes. Extremely greedy. Okay, maybe I should have kept the land and done the Bramble Worm. I felt like I was pretty high to hit a land there. But, now depending on what they do, I've got a pretty good Wolf Strike turn here no matter what. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for it. It's free real estate. Double grasp? Oh no, oh, opponent. Well, opponent clearly thought that it was a fight spell, so they thought they were at least gonna. Well, that doesn't even make sense. Unfamiliarity with the cards, certainly, but okay. So what's the better line of plays? Probably getting rid of a Brambleworm and a land, in all honesty, so we don't have to depend upon the taxidermist. So that was probably technically better. But I felt like we were likely to at least get a land in a following turn, and we were doing pretty good on board. It's already 6 wins. Already 6 wins. I want to play with this deck more. Currently waiting. Is there no one else? I guess not. Okay, there we go. We're in. Now we're getting ranked down into platinum. We were just in platinum, had no platinums, now there's platinum. I can discard a card to find a green. Feel like that's worth something. I'm gonna keep it. This hand becomes ultra... This hand's pretty ultra sweet fire right now, honestly. Drawing a red spell is quite good there. It's a aggressive line there. Okay. Alright, we're good. Don't think I have double green, so I'm gonna hide that information now. But looks like we're having a pretty aggressive white deck going on here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if it's white-blue. Whatever happens, I really don't want to have to... The heck? Okay. I mean, this is an easy trade for me. But what the heck? One damage isn't worth all this. Okay. Now we're in business. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm gonna attack. Could be a fierce retribution, but I need to race here, and now I'm in a good position to do it. They seem screwed on lands, but I mean, they get what they deserve for doing this against me. Okay, so yeah, now we just attack all in. Oh, I just missed like 3 points of damage. Whoops. It's okay, I think we're good. Alright. So opponent kept it because they're like, wow, my early game is kind of red hot fire. And yeah, then they missed their lands, and we just got our hand dumped on the table. 7-0 Werewolves, just... what a deck. I did miss 3 points of damage, though, and it was very bad. Like, that was a very crucial misplay. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have been very cocky. Yeah, just almost the perfect red-green deck that I'd want to play. In fact, it's the best red-green deck I've played.